we talked about you sitting there for a few minutes and just really reflecting, and you're still really emotional about the loss. I'm just curious, 12 hours later, is it any better? Is it any different, or is it worse?
Not much better. Like I was saying, it's that kind of heartbreak of having 100% belief in the group and 100% faith that, you know, we have the right guys and we have the right stuff in our room to get the job done and not getting it done. So still sucks, but it's something, you know, it happens and you're gonna have to move past it and learn.
Sean, last night you said tomorrow maybe you can start looking at the positives. Have you gone to that point, or is it still a couple days out before you can start looking at the positives?
Still pretty fresh. Usually, you know, you still turn on the TV, you're still seeing stuff about it, so it sucks. But I mean, the process of this part of the year is taking those steps. You try to find where you can learn and where you can move forward from it. Still pretty fresh now, but I think as a quick turnaround and as quick as the process is, it's begun. So these next few days will kind of be that process of learning and taking steps.
Mikey, to a man, everybody says your team was better this season than last season. But same result, first round elimination. What has to happen next season to get past this plateau?
I mean, I think we're close. Obviously, you look at the games from last year to this year. I know still lose to the same team, but they were better this year. We were better this year. I think every game besides game 5 was a 1-goal game, give or take. But both teams came from behind. Both teams blew leads. It was very, I think, little. What happened from game to game to make a difference. Obviously, one bounce maybe goes in, one doesn't. They capitalized on a few mistakes, so I think as a group going forward, we need to make sure that, you know, our mistakes are lessened, if you want to call it that, or try and play cleanup a little bit when mistakes happen. And it's, I mean, one shot and you know, everything's different, but I think everyone can, you know, look at it, and it's, like I said, we're there. It's just 1 or 2 little plays, and the game doesn't go your way.
Mikey, you guys scored 20 goals in this series. You also allowed 25. I know playing defense is a collective effort, obviously, but where can you guys get better defensively on that side of the puck to you know, especially when you get into the playoff round?
I mean, the easy one right off the bat is our penalty kill struggle. Obviously, they have a lot of great players. Their power play was very effective. But on the same side of it, so was ours. I think I don't know what the percentages ended up, but I thought our power play did a good job keeping pace with theirs. And then again, it comes down to 5-on-5. Like I said, one mistake ends up in the net, one doesn't, or however the games may go. But it's trying to keep the chances as low as you can get, no matter who you're playing. But I think, I mean, when you overall look at it, if we can prevent a couple of the power play goals, obviously, you know, it kills some of their momentum, gives us a little more, and I think that can, you know, turn a game either way. And I think if we killed a few of them, it goes our way a little bit more for momentum.
Mikey, last year there was a lot of talk about how you elevated your game, playoff Mikey, that phrase. How do you evaluate your personal game this year in the playoffs?
I mean, looking at it now, it don't feel great. Obviously their top guys scored 10 points or whatever it was in the 6 games. So initially I feel like, you know, playing against those guys, you can do more to slow them down and you know, have them get less points. But obviously it's still a learning curve for a lot of the young guys. That's the second time we've played postseason games. So we're all still figuring it out. Not that that's, you know, any excuse for anything, but we learn, and now it's going forward. We don't have any. We know exactly what to expect once this time of year comes around. We've got to learn from guys that have won cups before. But I think a few of the games we start slow, and I think that's something, you know, obviously you can't do. Digging, trying to play from behind is never a good recipe, especially postseason.
Time one-on-one.
Sean, a lot of people, Todd asked a lot of you this season, like shifting sides, shifting pairs, shifting partners. It's great to be flexible, but just talk about that process and not really having a solidified position all season.
Yeah, that was new for me. I mean, a big thing about being a player who can play for a long time, I think in this league, from what I've been told and from what I've learned, is being coachable and being adaptable to any situation. You got to be able to play on a team, play in any situation, play under any coach, play under any circumstance, no matter what it is. So I think having that ability to kind of switch to the left side now and be comfortable there is only another tool I can add to the toolbox. I think the challenge came early in the year, and it was something that kind of came quick upon me, but I knew it was a good opportunity for myself, not only to contribute more, but to help the team. And I think came and it kind of welcomed it with open arms, and I couldn't be more grateful now for that opportunity and for that ability to kind of be coachable and be adaptable to that situation, and now having the ability to go left side. So it's something I struggled at times. It wasn't the easiest situation, but I think it's something you can kind of be proud of, is taking a challenge head on and not kind of shying away from it, coming up with excuses. And a lot of the times when I was making mistakes, guys would say, you're playing the left, like it's not easy, and I didn't want to give kind of that excuse. I was like, doesn't matter. Like I was hard on myself in situations, but it's something I was able to learn and kind of become playable in that situation.